It all started with a shadow. More specifically, it began with a shadow moving, and only one cat noticing it. His name was Miso, and he wasn't just any domestic cat. He was sleek, black as midnight, silent as falling mist, and absolutely convinced he was a ninja. To the untrained eye, Miso was just a 4-year-old rescue cat living in the heart of a quiet suburb with 2 humans, Amelia and Josh. He spent most of his days sunbathing, knocking pens off desks, and pretending he didn't know where the litter box was. But when the lights dimmed and the humans' attention drifted to their glowing rectangles, Miso began his real work. He trained every night in the dark corners of the living room, beside the radiator, under the couch, between the bookshelves. Miso was a student of the shadows. He practiced crawling low and silent, across carpet and tile, walking without a single bell jingle, and launching himself, with zero warning, onto high shelves and confused guests. He studied the ancient arts of timing, balance, and psychological warfare, also known as startling people from behind curtains. His first target was Amelia's sock. It happened during a perfectly quiet morning. Amelia stretched her toes just a little too far from under the blanket, and Miso, lurking on the nightstand like a gargoyle with a grudge, sprang into action. A single swipe, no claws, pure precision. Amelia yelped. The sock flew. Miso disappeared under the bed. Josh shouted. He did it again, but Miso was already gone. The next mission came during breakfast. Josh, half awake, walked barefoot into the kitchen. Miso waited just around the island counter. As Josh turned the corner, Miso slid between his ankles, brushed his calf, and then vanished. Josh screamed. His toast landed jelly side down. The attacks escalated. One day it was the cereal box. The next, it was a well-planned ambush on the laundry basket. But Miso wasn't doing it for chaos. This was art. Each sneak attack was calculated, clean, and flawlessly executed. He was becoming faster, smarter, stealthier. To sharpen his skills further, Miso began observing YouTube tutorials. Not officially, of course. He wasn't allowed screen time, but he lurked. From behind the couch, he watched Amelia binge martial arts videos. He saw the quick movements, the focused breathing, the rolls, flips, and strikes. Miso mimicked it all. One night, Amelia came back to find Miso perched atop the fridge, standing perfectly still in a crane pose. On one paw, Josh stared up. Did he just balance for 20 seconds? Miso didn't blink. He simply leapt down, rolled silently across the floor, and vanished behind the recycling bin. The household began adapting. Amelia padded through the apartment in slippers at all times. Josh started leaving trail mix in small bowls around the hallway as peace offerings. Guests were briefed. Don't wear sandals. And whatever you do, don't make direct eye contact if he's crouched low. That means you've already lost. Despite the warnings, attacks continued. One fateful Tuesday, Amelia's friend Lacey brought over her Pomeranian named Captain Snugs. The tiny fluff ball yapped non-stop and strutted like he owned the place. Miso was watching. At first, he merely observed. But when Captain Snugs attempted to eat from Miso's ceramic, gold-rimmed food dish, the room fell silent. Josh whispered, "Oh no." A black blur soared from the windowsill, executed 2 mid-air twists, and landed silently next to the bowl. Captain Snugs didn't even have time to bark. Miso let out one low, threatening meow. Captain Snugs whined. He backed away, slowly, then ran behind the couch, where he remained for the rest of the visit. Miso turned, tail high, and walked back into the shadows. It was a perfect operation. The legend of Ninja Cat grew. People online started sharing footage of his ambushes. One video showed him appearing on a countertop behind Josh mid-sentence. Another captured him hiding in a cereal box, eyes glowing. A local comedy blog wrote an article titled, "Suburban Cat May Be Stealthier Than Your Ex." Still, Miso wasn't satisfied. He began new forms of training, sneaking through grocery bags, balancing on door handles, leaping from bookshelf to curtain rod. His ultimate goal, the holy grail of sneak attacks, the double-blind staircase strike, in which he'd ambush a human descending the stairs and retreat without being spotted. The maneuver required timing, leg strength, and absolutely no squeaky steps. For weeks he practiced. He mapped the weak points. He studied the rhythm of Amelia's morning descent. And then, one fateful Sunday, it happened. The sun was rising. Birds chirped. Amelia, groggy from staying up late watching cooking shows, tiptoed down the stairs. Halfway down, she rubbed her eyes. Miso struck. He shot out from behind the banister, executed a triple paw spin, lightly tapped her ankle, and vanished into the coat closet. Amelia shrieked. She dropped her mug. The coffee exploded. Josh ran in. What happened? Amelia, eyes wide, breath short. He did it. Josh whispered. No, the staircase. Amelia nodded. Miso was already upstairs, on the bed, pretending to nap like nothing had ever happened. He had done it, the ultimate move. Miso had achieved ninja greatness. But there was one problem. Now the humans were aware. Amelia began walking with mirrors attached to her shoes. Josh installed motion sensors. Miso disabled them. A Roomba was bought, programmed to patrol, and equipped with a GoPro. Miso stole the GoPro and used it to document his own training montage. Still, he remained one step ahead, until one day, Miso made a mistake, a big one. He tried to sneak attack the baby monitor. It was a sleek new model, just delivered, and Miso didn't like it. It beeped. It blinked. It made strange static sounds. Suspicious. So he attacked. In the middle of the night, he leapt from the bookshelf, swatted the device, and tried to disappear into the darkness. But this time, he slipped. The monitor crashed. The humans woke. And for the first time in his career, Miso was caught mid-escape. Halfway into a tissue box, there was silence, then laughter, then consequences. They posted the footage. Miso went viral again. Legendary Ninja Cat finally gets busted. But Miso didn't care, because he knew the truth. He had become what few felines ever dreamed to be. More than a cat, more than a pet. He was a master, a shadow, a whisper, a ninja. And even if the humans laughed, even if he missed a jump once in a while, Miso knew something they didn't. Every step they took from now on, they'd wonder, is he watching? And he was. Always. If you love heartwarming animal stories, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more adorable adventures.